What's up? This is Naked Eli bringing you a complete analysis of Armorlock post-title update. This is going to move quickly, covering every single weapon in the game. First, you know before the update you could fling stickies off, sometimes killing your enemy, and you could eat blueberries for breakfast. Nom nom nom. Also, nothing reduced the 5-second countdown on that Armorlock timer in the bottom left. Not even a full laser. Now, after the update, Armorlock's nerfed. You can die from stickies. You can die from blueberries. No more eating that for breakfast. Now let's see how different weapons impact it and what my recommendations are. Check that out. Spartan Laser immediately cuts Armorlock down. Rockets take off in a pretty good amount, half with each shot, although I would expect more from a rocket. A direct hit can kill you. Careful there. Fuel rod gun also bounces back. Look at that beautiful mark on the wall. That could have been Mike's face. The plasma launcher, that's 4 shots, did barely anything. I'd expect a bit more out of it. Grenade launcher also does just a tiny amount for such a close launch. I think it should do more. And the concussion rifle, the only heavy weapon that can't kill in one hit, takes a full clip to have a noticeable impact. So my conclusion, not worth the ammo or the risk of projectile reflection on these guys. Grenades, different story. Frags take off a noticeable amount each time, and plasmas can near instantly in sequence take you out. And these guys, we built a pyramid because I was curious about the effects of multiple grenades. Actually is pretty effective, can hurt you afterwards and then they kill me. Thanks guys. And then we tried the same thing for the plasma launch with plasmas, and it does an appreciable amount. Yep, and they kill me again. Thanks for the teabag. My conclusion, definitely worth it. Throw those nades. Now, the one that everyone's curious about, how do precision weapons impact it? Unfortunately, the DMR does barely anything, only took off about 1 measly second. The needle rifle, similar story, not doing much here. The sniper actually moves your screen, look at this. But still, I'd expect sniper to do much more damage to Armorlock. And then focus rifle actually does a pretty good amount, takes off about 2 seconds. But my conclusion is save your clip for when they come out of Armorlock. Moving on to close quarters, meleeing is now the most futile of attacks. It literally has 0 effect. The shotgun takes off appreciable amounts, but watch out for the EMP blast at the end there. Now the hammer is the same story. It gets them out of Armorlock, but you're stunned and weakened afterwards, so it's not really worth it. And the sword, also the same as the hammer. So we got curious and we tested objectives, because these normally kill you in 1 punch, right? So we expected them to take quite a bit off the Armorlock, but it wound up having no effect. It's just like a regular melee. It's very strange. And then there was a frosting effect where after coming out of Armorlock, they could punch you and take off shields but not kill you. Kind of strange. I don't understand it. My conclusion, not worth the risk. Don't get close to Armorlockers. Bonus clip. Armorlock can still block those bomb plant explosions. It does barely anything too. Alright, small arms. The plasma pistol has an appreciable effect when you pepper it, reducing time by 2 seconds. But the overcharge, for some reason, only does a teeny amount. I'd expect it to take off more because it normally takes off full shields. And finally, the pistol. It does jack squat. It's not really worth using, just like the DMR. So my conclusion, pepper away only with the plasma pistol. Moving on to automatics, these are pretty interesting. Every single one is about as effective as the plasma pistol peppering, taking off about 2 seconds of the total 5-second Armorlock time. As you can see so far, there isn't a clear distinction between the effects of human and Covenant weapons like there is for normal shields where plasmas do more damage. Just be careful that you have a secondary weapon to pull out if you have to reload afterwards. You know, you don't want to be caught with your pants down after shooting them out of Armorlock. My conclusion, ammo is plentiful, so use it up. And finally, for weapons, we have turrets. Both turrets take off about 1.5 to 2 seconds, depending on how close you are. But really, when was the last time you were carrying a turret around anyways? This is just for honest research. Use it if you got the turret. Bonus clip. Explosives do only a little bit of damage. I really expect them to do more. And this brings us to vehicles, which will affect Armorlock if the update spreads to the rest of Reach, or at the very least will impact vehicle combat in the Anniversary playlist. Now there's some surprising finds in here that I'm hoping get tweaked for Anniversary's release. Clearly the tank shots are powerful enough to crush Armorlock instantly. That's how I think it should be. But the Banshee Bomb, to my surprise, only did an appreciable amount. Right there, the soft kill zone killed him. At the very least, you can follow up with the blue gun, and that'll help do a little bit more damage if they don't change it. Check out the Gauss Hog, so excited for it. But honestly, it should hit you and take out that Armorlock in one hit. Rocket Hog, always really weak, takes a full 6 shots. And then the Warthog and all the rest of these vehicles only do a moderate amount of damage, which I guess is appropriate, taking off about 2 seconds off the Armorlock timer. And right here with the Ghost, you see blood coming out of me. This just doesn't make sense. What's going on there? And now the most worthless vehicle of all still does nothing. Nope, sorry, there's no super Mongoose effect now. I even tested a Shade Turret, which honestly didn't do much. Only took off 1.5 seconds. Look at that thing, that's pretty cool. And splattering still doesn't work. Sorry, folks, that's a no-go. Wraith goes around it. Revenant goes over it. Ghost dies. So, worth shooting, definitely not worth splattering. To sum up, here are my recommendations for taking on armor lockers and post-title update playlists. Use grenades, automatic weapons, turrets, plasma pistol peppering, and shooting with vehicles. So do you think armor lock's been fixed? Leave a comment below. Thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. This is Nak3d Eli. Thanks for watching.